definitely been some disappointments along the way with this Five of Cups here. I mean, this is a disappointing, when it comes to this particular moving forward and decisions and choices you're having to make, you are really looking at the disappointment that's come from this connection, and you are realizing that there are other opportunities, there are other cups, and one of those cups is you choosing you. Just saying. Let's clarify this Queen of Swords in reverse. Clarify this Queen of Swords in reverse. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Steady working, focusing on work, focusing on what you need to do, focusing on yourself, focusing on what's best for you, focusing and putting all your energy into something. Like when you put all your energy into yourself instead of outside of yourself, it allows for you to grow. Virgo. Good morning, good day, and good evening, darlings. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, first off, I appreciate each and every single one of you. My name is Amanda Marissa if you're new. And if you're a returner, thank you so much for continuing to support me. I appreciate you. If you're new, definitely, I hope that you find some value in this reading today. We're going to start off with the Wisdom of the Oracle. It's a Colette Baron Reed card. And it looks like we have card number 13. Fork in the road. There's going to be some decisions, Virgos, for you. I am going to read this one out of the book, and we will get the message for you. This is your oracle message, and then we'll get into the tarot. So card number 13, fork in the road. Time to make a decision. Consider the consequence as you prepare to act, owning up to your own obligation to make a necessary choice. Your oracle message is this: every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at the fork in the road, are now being asked to come to a decision. Will you further your dreams by choosing left or by choosing right? Will you take the road less traveled or the one well worn by others who have come before you? This is your choice, and yours alone to make. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. Be present and do not avoid this junction. For it's important, it's a very important crossroad. Take heart, as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. If you're in a relationship, here's a message for that. You've reached a moment of truth in the evolution of your relationship. Which will you choose? To open up to possibility of love or to remain isolated, to go deeper and to commit to mutual passion or to walk away. This is a time to take responsibility for your truest desire and follow it. Be honest with yourself about what you're willing to do, invest, and give. Then choose. You cannot make a wrong choice. If you move forward with the relationship, know that it will be based in truth and authenticity. You will have made a conscious decision rather than simply just hanging on because you don't want to be alone or ending things because you're afraid of the intensity of a genuine connection. All roads lead to a lesson you must learn in your relationship. Regardless of the decision you make, it will place you on the path of the truer experience of your heart. Prosperity message. You've come as far as you can on this part of your journey. Now you are faced with a choice. Inherent is this choice is the need for change, for evolution, for bettering your circumstances. Narrow it down to just a single question. What do I need to become? And what do I need to believe in order to live a life of prosperity? Ooh, I love that. What do I need to become? I have goosebumps. And what do I need to believe in order to live a life of prosperity? Answer honestly and from the heart. Then the decision about which way to go will be effortless. Know that abundance is all around you and choose to see it, and it will be easier to settle on a direction. 4. A way will be made clear by your intuition, which knows how to steer you towards your well-being. Protection message. Indecision is extremely frustrating, and it can lead to anxiety, loss, and confusion. At this juncture, you cannot remain in a place without losing your way altogether. Avoid the tendency to let others choose for you, which amounts to a refusal to take responsibility. Don't give your power away, not even to this oracle or to me, Amanda Marissa. By not making a choice, you are making a choice for which you must be accountable for. If that choice leads to undesirable circumstances, take heart. Spirit never tires of giving you second chances. You can always start again once you've learned the valuable lesson. So that was Fork in the Road. Card number 13 breaks down to a 4. I just want you guys to see that. Hopefully it will focus. There we go. Okay, that's awesome. I loved it. I loved it. We're going to get a fairy card and then get right into your tarot. What do the fairies have to tell you, Virgo? It's still your birthday season. Happy birthday, Virgos. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. My son's a Virgo. Interesting. Oh, you got 2 cards. So the first card that came out was Breaking Free. Interesting, having to do with that fork in the road. You need to have a real talk with yourself about breaking free, and also visualization. See it how you want it. What is it you want? Be clear on that moving forward. That's your message from Spirit coming out for this reading. All my readings are timeless, so whenever you see this, it's when a message is for you. Doesn't matter when it's dated. All right, Virgos, what do you need to know? What messages does Spirit have in store for you today? Something about moving forward. We have the Chariot card here, which is Cancerian energy that just came out. So we have the Chariot moving forward. There's something either you're moving forward with, being told to move forward with, and or something that's coming towards you. So take that how it resonates. We have the Hermit here, 2 major arcana right next to each other, card number 7 and card number 9 for the Hermit. The Hermit is a card about going in and really using your own intuition, taking some time to evaluate the situation on what's working, what's not working, evaluating the lessons you've learned along the way. It really is finding that inner light, finding that inner truth that aligns with who you are right now. And it's so appropriate that we had that fork in the road and breaking free and visualization cards prior to this. That's why I do that as well. It just really hones in on what we need to focus on and what the message is going to be about today. We also have another major arcana, Gemini energy here with the Lovers. So it's like, it's interesting because we have forward momentum with the Chariot, like he's like riding his bike, and then we have the Hermit going within. And so the Lovers is also a choice card. I feel like for some of you this could be a choice if you're moving forward in one direction, and it could actually have to do in a love situation. I don't want to make it just that because it may not be, but the Lovers card is actually a choice card. So it could be in a relationship and it could not, and this could be a relationship of somebody that you're with romantically. It could be friends, it could be family. There's something here about you really deciding what is best for you and what is best for your energy at this place in time, and who you're going to allow to continue to have connections with. It is this time of really evaluating what's best for you moving forward on this journey in your life. Let's see what fell. Oh. The 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles came underneath this Chariot card here. So with the 9 of Pentacles, this is you. It's an individual who's worked very hard. They've done a lot of things on their own to make it to where they are today. They've done a lot of hard work on their own. This is somebody who's built their own resources. This is somebody who's very independent. And so it's this independence energy, making decisions and moving forward in ways that are right for you. Being almost, I'm getting like being almost selfish, like looking at it from a selfish point of view. You know, being selfish isn't, I don't know why we always think that's a negative, because it's not. And I feel like that's important to say that in this situation. Sometimes we allow things in our presence and our energy in our life and we don't want to hurt other people's feelings, or we cater to other people, or we're giving too much and we're not receiving in return. And I feel like with this choice, it's like you got to choose you at some point, and there's nothing wrong with being what they call selfish, even though it may not, it's not selfish. It's doing what's right for you. So we have the Queen of Swords here, and she actually came out in reverse. But the Queen of Swords here, this is somebody who has pretty clear communication on how they want to move forward. But it's also, when she came out in reverse, it's a sign that she's ready. She's ready to pull the plug. So like, for example, if you have been supporting somebody for a long period of time, it's like you're finally like, no, this was it. You're on your own. Like, I'm not going to be an enabler any longer. Okay, so that's just a simple situation. I'm not saying that's yours. But what I am saying is you're cutting off ties. The Queen of Swords in reverse is very clear about her boundaries. It's very much this sense, and it's underneath the Hermit. So like, you've gone within, and I think you've realized that, Virgos, you need to just start making some clear-cut boundaries and stand on them. Stand on all 10, you know? It's one of those things where there's no wiggle room, and you're just not accepting anything else. So the boundaries are very clear cut as you move forward. Let's see what else we have for Virgos. What else do we have for Virgos? Underneath the Lovers, we have Justice. That's crazy. Out of these 6 cards, we have 4 major arcana. A lot of the readings I've done have had a lot of major arcana. We have the Sun at the bottom of the deck. Anyways, we have Justice underneath the Lovers. So there's a choice. There's a choice that needs to be made. And it could have to do with a love connection. It could have to do with a family member, friend, whatever that is for you. But it's like, the scales must be balanced to move forward in some kind of direction. There needs to be this sense of give and take. There needs to be this sense of ebb and flow, of yin and yang. And if there's not this sense of balance, and somebody is over giving or over delivering all the time, or overcompensating for any type of relationship, it doesn't really work well for your highest vibration and frequency. So it's just really showing up here in this reading. We're going to get some clarifiers and find out. Let's clarify this Chariot, this Cancerian energy. What do we need to know about the Cancers, this Cancerian energy for Virgos? What is it? I thought that card flipped, but maybe it didn't. What are Cancers? Whoa. Okay, the Page of Pentacles. Some of you guys could be really focused on work, or some kind of idea that has to do with making money, expanding on different ways to bring resources in. And I feel like you're really being motivated when you hear this message to move forward with any idea that has to do with bringing income in, resources in, tangible things, because it's this time of really being curious about what could and couldn't work for you, and not leaving anything out. So I feel like you might be getting some new ideas, some new thoughts about how to move forward when it comes to this 3D world, when it comes to business, when it comes to monetary things. You may be planning something. You may come up with some kind of new idea moving forward. This is also very young energy, so that's why I said it's very curious. Definitely a young type of new energy is what I'm trying to say. The Hermit card, what do we need to know about the Hermit for Virgos? What do we need to know about the Hermit? Cards are going to just start repeating already. So we have the Queen of Swords upright. So the Hermit card, remember I said we had the Queen of Swords underneath the Hermit card, like this. This was the situation. So this is it now. So underneath the Hermit card was the Queen of Swords in reverse, clarifying that Hermit card is the Queen of Swords. It's time to be very truthful and honest with yourself and with others about how you are going to move forward in the direction that you are choosing. It's like having this assertiveness that you may not have had before, like none other. Also, whatever this truth is that you are delivering to someone, whatever this communication is, it's going to be very raw. It's going to be very unfiltered. It's going to be very matter of fact. It's like you have to be so clear and concise on how you are communicating with somebody when you're making this choice and decision. Clarifying the Lovers card, we have the Nine of Cups here. So is this choice, is this Lovers card, is this situation something that is fulfilling your wishes? Is this allowing you to live in your full purpose? Is this allowing you to show up the way that you want to, truly and honestly, for yourself and for others? Is this truly what you want? Is it truly give you gratification? And is it a wish fulfillment? Because if it's not, then it's time to be clear on that, right? So there is a sense of whatever choice you make is going to lead to this kind of wish fulfillment of you getting what it is you want. And remember, I said it's not selfish to choose you or to act in ways that are better for you so you can get what you want. That's why we're here. We're here to get what we want. It's our divine birthright. Just saying. Nine of Pentacles. I hope that makes sense to some of you. Let me know down below. Nine of Pentacles. Definitely comment down below. I love engaging with you guys. Just saying. Anyways, Virgos, Nine of Pentacles. What do we need to know about this independent worker? That's too many. This hard worker, this independent woman, man, creature of the night. Okay. We got the Two of Pentacles. This is, you've been balancing a lot. There's a lot that has been going into it. There's been rough times on this journey of creating resources for yourself, being an independent person who stands on their own. There's been a lot of ebb and flows. There's been a lot of good. It's been rocky. It's been hard, but you've still managed to withstand the storm, is probably a better way of putting that. And there have definitely been some disappointments along the way with this Five of Cups here. I mean, this is a disappointing, when it comes to this particular moving forward and decisions and choices you're having to make, you are really looking at the disappointment that's come from this connection. And you are realizing that there are other opportunities, there are other cups, and one of those cups is you choosing you. Just saying. Let's clarify this Queen of Swords in reverse. Clarify this Queen of Swords in reverse. We have the Eight of Pentacles. Steady working, focusing on work, focusing on what you need to do, focusing on yourself, focusing on what's best for you, focusing and putting all your energy into something. Like when you put all your energy into yourself instead of outside of yourself, it allows for you to grow. It's like you just are staying focused on this 3D and what you really want. It's a time of knowing what you really want, where you really need to put your energy in order to have the outcomes that you're seeking in this world while you're here breathing on this 3D planet. Clarifying justice is the Seven of Swords. Somebody wasn't, like I said, wasn't giving equally. There's a sense of somebody probably was dishonest at some point. It's like you always were the one picking up the pieces and putting things together. And that's why I mentioned, you know, like putting more in than other people are putting in, and always the one. Ten of Swords, bottom of the deck. So you just really need to decide which way you want to move and what that looks like, instead of not making a decision. Because I've said this time and time again on my channel, just like it said in the book, not making a decision is making a decision. Absolutely, it is. And so it's time to have this truth. It's time to have this honesty with these two queens showing up here in this reading. It's time to set some clear boundaries. It's time to make a definitive choice. There is no more gray area. There is no more wishy-washy. It needs to be very clear, concise, and you really need to be honest, not just with yourself, but with others that are involved in the situation. And they may not like the way it comes off because it's going to be harsh. And it's going to be harsh, not because it's mean, but because it's something they don't want to hear. And that's okay. It's like you can only be taken advantage of for so long. We're going to get one final card from another deck just to see what the energy is. But this is Virgo's. What else? What's the final card that they need to know? There's definitely, whoa, there's definitely some of you guys who are definitely breaking free from a connection for sure. That was one of the fairy cards that we had. And then we had visualization. And then we had our first oracle card was fork in the road, making a decision. Okay. So what is facing me on the floor is the Chariot. It's time to move forward. It's time to make that choice. It's time to make that decision. Are you going to stay? Are you going to go? Are you going to not make a decision? Spirit is telling you to make a decision. They're telling you to really evaluate choosing yourself and to stop giving so much and to really evaluate the situation and have some hard truths with yourself to move forward. Make a choice, make a decision. No decision is a wrong decision. And we also have the Queen of Cups. Remember to have compassion for yourself, for the situation, to keep your heart open. And that's what I have for you, Virgos. I hope this definitely resonated with some of you, one of you. If not, there's other readings. And if it did, definitely comment down below, subscribe. I'd love for you to be a part of this high vibe tribe. The intention of my channel is to raise the collective vibration and also build a community of like-minded individuals. So I am sending you all my love, light, and sprinkles. Have the most fabulous day ahead.